All right, so let's move on to the next topic. So our next topic, we got to talk about Justin Fields and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, look, the Pittsburgh Steelers played against the Atlanta Falcons, right? And the Atlanta Falcons, a lot of things in the offseason. We ain't got Kirk Cousins, new head coach. So a
Hmm.
lot of promising things going on in Atlanta. And this game was in Atlanta. And also, Justin Fields was a potential prospect to be traded to Atlanta, right?
Yep, sure
So a
was.
lot of that going on. Russell Wilson, supposed to be the week one starter, but he has an injury, so Justin Fields has to step in. This is his opportunity to take the job. They win the game 18-10. But the question is, did Justin Fields do enough to earn the starting position with the Steelers over Russell Wilson? Mark.
Did he do enough? No. As soon as Russell Wilson is healthy, he's starting. Justin Fields is not. I'm not gonna say he's not a star in the league. He's just still not ready. He had a pretty good game yesterday, but it only looked good on paper. If you watch the game, that's not what you really thought. He did have a couple good passes, but I seemed like every time they got a pass or every time they got something, it was a penalty. So I think the reason they won the game is because T.J. Watt is probably the best defensive player in football. And like it sucks for me to say it like that, but they kept trying to take away his sacks, they kept trying to take away his fumbles, his forced fumbles, and like I mean T.J. Watt was a force. He's the reason they won the game. They couldn't handle him. Like he's jumping the snap count, he's doing everything. He getting the sack, he's disrupting the quarterback passing, the timing, making Kirk Cousins throw picks. That right there is like defensive player of the year type stuff. You keep that up. So I mean, if Justin Fields he wasn't the reason why they won. I think Justin Fields, when he had the ball, I don't think he got past the 40-yard line. I think they kicked the field goal every time. I think the one time they did probably get past it on that deep shot to Pickens, it was called back. He did it twice, and one of them was called back, wasn't it?
Yeah, one was called back because
One
he
of them was
pushed back.
called back. I think they got to the red zone probably one time. And if you look at his passing chart, everything he don't throw the ball in the middle at all.
Somebody I know, but go ahead.
So so he didn't do enough to solidify the starting job. I think Russell Wilson to come in and he would have made the team look a lot better than they would have had a lot more than 18 points if Russell Wilson
Yeah.
was starting that game
They got to the red zone twice.
twice.
But to answer the question, nah, man, he didn't do enough. So I watched that game, right? The very first play, he fumbled a snap. I'm like, dang, it's not a good start, right? The second play, he rolls out to the right, has a wide open man for the first down, throws a bad ball. Is in the dirt. I'm like, dang, Justin Fields. Third down, he get to the line. This man gets confused at the line. They got to burn a timeout on the first drive. I'm like, yo, this is not a good start. But then he did. I think after that he did run for a first down. He went back to his ways and he ran for a first down. And as the game went on, you can see he got more comfortable. I will get on that. And one thing I like about Justin Fields, he was throwing the ball to George Pickens. He was giving him opportunities. He was throwing that thing. Like you said, George Pickens pushed off one time on AJ Terrell, which was a bad call. I think like it was a soft push. Like it happens all the time, but he caught it. And then he caught one. Yeah, he did. He pushed. Okay. Then he caught one on AJ Terrell. Actually caught one, and then he caught one in the zone coverage before the half that got him in field goal range. Justin Fields do that. So Justin Fields actually played good, but he did not play good enough to earn the starting job. He played good enough because of, like Mark said, TJ Watt. TJ Watt, hands down, is the best defensive player in the NFL. It's not even close. I'm sorry. He's the only player in NFL history to lead the league in sacks 3 different years. Isn't that all right? Just the last 4 years, he led the league in sacks 3 times. The only time he didn't lead the league in sacks because he missed a lot of games. But TJ Watt is like that. If I'm the Steelers, you know what I'm going to do? Every game, if we get to the goal line, I'm putting TJ Watt in the game. Now, I'm not going to give him the ball every time, but it's going to be an ongoing thing. So like let's say like in the Falcons game, in 3 possessions, I'm going to put TJ Watt in the game. We're not going to throw the ball to him. The next game, 3 possessions, we're going to put TJ Watt in the game. The second one, we're going to throw the ball to him, hit him out of nowhere. But give him some offensive touchdowns so he could potentially be an MVP For real. They took back 2 strip sacks from this man. 2. And then he got it, and then God is blessed on it. Like they just fumbled the snap and he fell on the right. So and then he had a sack to end the game. Like TJ Watt was the reason why. Like Kirk Cousins was getting pressured every single play because of TJ Watt, but Justin Fields, no. Russell Wilson, I feel like with this offensive, Arthur Smith's offensive game plan he had for the Falcons, I feel like Russell Wilson would have executed that very, very well. Right. So I think Russell Wilson will come in, and as soon as he's healthy, he's going to come in and start, and I think he'll do well. Because that was a good Falcons defense.
If you did watch the game, wasn't Russell Wilson in uniform
He
and
wasn't.
pads?
He was in uniform. He
I'm
does.
not gonna lie, I like that. I like that.
I mean, yeah, I like that too.
Everybody making jokes because it's Russell Wilson, and he was
Wow.
communicating, he was talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
He was very active on the sideline and everything. He was showing some leadership. I agree with y'all. I don't think Justin Fields did enough to say that he's the starter for the rest of this year. I don't think he did enough. Now, like you said, he did play good. He played pretty okay. 17 to 23. That's not bad. That's really good passing completion percentage.
on paper.
Yeah, exactly.
It was good
Exactly,
enough
Mark.
to stay wild on
On
the side.
paper. Exactly. 156 yard passing, but it only counted for 133 because he got sacked twice for 23 yards. But his QBR is just it's terrible. 42. 42.6 is his QBR. And yeah, he did make some plays with his legs. He averaged about 4.1 yards to carry. Decorius, he had 14 carries. So there's another one for you. But I like his relationship with George Pickens. I think that's what will help him. Him having a good relationship with George Pickens, they had a really good offseason together. They pretty much practiced together a lot. So I think those two have a good relationship and that'll help him. But that game did not help him because all the points came from Chris Boswell.
Yeah.
He didn't throw a touchdown. He didn't even run in for a touchdown. Everything came from Chris Boswell. All 18 points was from Chris Boswell. So whoever got the Steelers defense and special teams in fantasy, you got 18 points alone.
Well, Vaughn had him, but he had to drop him.
So you had that. But no, it's nothing he did to prove that he's the number one quarterback in Pittsburgh right now. It's nothing he did to say that he deserves that spot. Now, if he will start week 2. In week 2, if he plays a lot better, then we may have another conversation. But nah, I don't no. It's nothing he did to say.
No, Phil was playing.
Fields is playing. Russ is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russ still out, and they got the Broncos. So
If he dominates against the Broncos, then we'll have that's another conversation to have. But right now, nah, he didn't do enough to say that he's the starter for the rest of the year.
I still think Russ will start, even if he have a great game. I do. And then I got a question for Mark though, because I was watching that game. I was in it. I saw a lot of things. I just thought about you, Mark. Well, you know what I'm going.
I know where you're going too.
Mark, why you don't like Najee Harris, bro? I'm watching this dude. He a straight dog, man. I like him. I'm watching like this man.
He had like 70 yards yesterday. So right now my bet is not looking too good, but it's only week 1. And he had more carries than my man too. So I mean but he run hard. I never said he don't run hard. He runs hard. Like he's the shark with running down the street really hard. He does run hard. He does that. So I mean, it's just like I don't like his vision. That's what it is. I don't like his vision. And on top of that, some of his fans be throwing me off. So I mean, he's going to get heavily criticized by me.
Yeah, he does run hard. And I forgot who it was, but they pulled his helmet off. He was on the ground.
Yeah,
that was a dirty play. He got up and got in his face. Like he runs so hard. He got mad at Fields one time in the flats. He was in the flats wide open, and Fields threw behind him, and he almost threw the ball on the ground. Like, come on, bro, I'm wide open. But yeah, so sorry, Fields, you got another week, but unless you throw with 5 touchdowns, 450 yards, no interceptions,
Yeah, he gotta have a game like he played against
Yeah.
Washington.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. He
Well,
gotta have one of those kind of games.
last year he played Denver. He had 4 TDs, 4 touchdowns, and like 250 passing yards.
Hey, if he had 40 TDs in this game, then that's what I'm saying.
He ain't solidified because they got to be consistent, and we all
Yeah.
know Bills is not consistent.
Yeah, but Tomlin is also like, hey, he's helping us win games. You know, Tomlin. Why
But
Tomlin?
you're right though. And this comment shout out to my boy Jacob. Let's not forget the Falcons have the best safety duo in the league. You know, they got your boy from the Broncos, Justin Williams, and your boy Jesse Bates.
Is that a Niners fan I see in the comment?
My brother
Rick Diaz?
Okay.
How
My
about him?
brother was a great game. Yeah, I gotta admit it. Yeah.
How
Hey,
about him?
y'all, hey, Rick, did y'all prove that y'all the best team in the NFC?
Just because that another 49ers fan might say that doesn't mean that I'm
I
going
want to
to say
know.
that.
Dave was too humble about it.
All right. So
This
look.
is just me. Just who I am.
Yeah, they like to get like you know how I don't know, like they like the cup to be full to the top. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get like the
See,
Jones
this
got a little space, I'll take it. But he won
it's
that
week
Jones.
one. It's week one. It ain't full yet. It's just right at the bottom. It's at the bottom. It ain't full.
Like, job's not finished.
Yeah.
Job's
So
not finished.
now if we're not playing Sunday, I guess Minnesota Vikings. Okay. Is it? Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
All right. So look, this last topic. Oh, go ahead. What you want to say?
There you go. You got, die hard Niners fan. It was a good game last night, but got to take 1 week at a time. 1 week at a time. Thank you.
Yeah.
One week at a time.
Yeah, 1 week at a time. Yeah. So if you had to do a ranking, who the best teams in the NFC, what would you rank the 49ers?
Are they number 2? They behind Detroit, the Eagles, the Cowboys. Anybody else look as dominant?
Blaze, y'all are lucky. Y'all are lucky. Y'all don't play us again. Remember, y'all were fully healthy when we played y'all. Fully. No one was hurt. And we dominated y'all and your house.
He ain't gonna do that.
I don't think you want that smoke again.
Top 3. Someone say y'all top 3. Come on. Who's 2 and 1 there?
Dallas top 5 right now.
You know he gonna say Dallas is one of the.
Nah, he know because of y'all. He respect the 49ers. He know y'all. All right, so this last topic, y'all, we going to change